Today we're doing a refresher on hyaluronic acid. Who should use it? How should you use it? Why should you use it? And how could you get the most benefits from it? Stay tuned. That's coming up next. Welcome back. Christine Byer here, licensed esthetician for 24 years, and I specialize in device usage, proper device usage, and high-tech products, and all sorts of fun stuff, pharmaceutical grade products from Korea, and I always helping people on their skincare journey. And today I wanted to talk about hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid has come a long way in the last 10 years. They've found more effective ways to manufacture it, which has brought the price down, but you still get what you pay for with hyaluronic acid products, and let me explain to you why. So hyaluronic acid is in our skin naturally. It's in our dermis, right? And when we're young and we have tons of it, it's nice and plump and juicy. And then there's also the hyaluronic acid that they inject as fillers into the face because it is very biocompatible, because we already have hyaluronic acid in our dermis, right? In our epidermis. So hyaluronic acid is not foreign to the human body. It is very well suited for skincare products. And it's also a humectant, and it's a very powerful humectant. And what that means is it draws moisture to it. So it's a really good skin moisturizer, with some caveats. Since hyaluronic acid can draw to it, say if you had 1 gram of hyaluronic acid, it would draw up to 1,000 grams of water to it, right? So it is a very powerful water sucker. It's a very powerful water attractor, right? Like glycerin. So it will suck water out of wherever it finds it and draw it to it. So if that's the inside of your skin, it will do that too. And if you live in a very dry climate, you may have tried this and seen ill effects from hyaluronic acid and been like, I don't like this stuff. It doesn't work great. But there are different ways to apply it so that that does not happen. So when we apply hyaluronic acid, we always want to apply it to wet skin. And that is going to help it absorb better, and it's also going to give it the starting of that water that it likes to draw to it, right? Doing that will give you the best application, but if you apply other products afterwards, it's going to help draw those into the skin so they can be better utilized by the skin. So it almost makes all of your other skincare products work better. That's a plus. But if you use hyaluronic acid and nothing else, that's when you can get that drying, weird, just don't do that. It's not pretty what happens. So if you want to just simply use hyaluronic acid on its own, make sure you're applying it to wet skin and you apply an occlusive moisturizer on afterwards. So it's going to wrap all that into your skin. Hyaluronic acid has come a long way, like I said. It used to be just like, here's this hyaluronic acid, just 1 molecular weight, bam, slap it on your skin, it's a humectant, it's a moisturizer, right? And this is true, but hyaluronic acid formulas have gotten better and better over the years. And so now they're mixing different weights, and Korea has done this for a very long time, but I actually have one product that is called 4D Quench that has 4 different sizes of hyaluronic acid. Dr. Estee products, they have their ampules, which have many different weights of hyaluronic acid in them as well. And so these 4 different weights are going to hit the skin at different levels. So if you think about putting a bunch of, those beads that they put in the jar, and the smaller ones go to the bottom and the big ones stay at the top. And so that's exactly what happens in the skin. The lower molecular weight of hyaluronic acid sinks to the bottom, gets close to the dermis, right? Sinks down to the bottom of the epidermis. Whereas the fatter molecules sit more on top. And so you've got this blanketing and this layering or the sandwiching of different weights of hyaluronic acid that really will give your skin some spring. Plus, when you put on another serum after this, it's going to go, and it's almost like a conveyor belt that will take the other stuff. It's like a slide. it helps all your other products slide right into the skin, into the follicle where they can be used. The skin can absorb them better and they will be better utilized. So hyaluronic acid, it's an interesting ingredient in that it is so powerfully humectant. It so powerfully draws water to it. But that can be a bad thing if we're not giving our skin extra forms of hydration in addition to that humectant that is hyaluronic acid. It's kind of like glycerin. When glycerin is in lip gloss, back in the day, I remember these lip glosses that you would put the glycerin lip gloss on and then it would wear off and then your lips would be even drier than before because they would suck the moisture out of your lips. So what we need to do is always apply our hyaluronic acid onto wet skin and then apply our serums after that, and then apply an occlusive moisturizer to really trap all that moisture in. And then the hyaluronic acid can just suck the water to it and then plump out your skin and make it look nice and juicy. Okay, so I hope that answered some of your questions. It was a good refresher course for you on hyaluronic acid, and thanks for watching. Bye now.